A warm welcome to you all once again. I am Swati Suntari, Assistant Professor of Mathematics from VV Vanniya Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. In the last video, we have learned how to find the square roots of a perfect square number and a non-perfect square number. In this video, we're going to discuss the Vedic mathematics tricks over divisions by using some special division methods. Here, the example which demonstrates the relevance of divisions in our day-to-day life. Now, we are going to shopping to purchase 10 items from the shopping mall. And now, we need paper or cloth bags to carry them. If each bag only carry 3 items, then how many bags do we need to carry the 10 items? Here, the figure illustrates the bags and the number denotes the different kind of items. Here we use the simple mathematical trick that was the algebraic formula x divided by y. Here x denotes the number of purchasing items, that is 10, and y denotes the capacity of one bag, that is 3. So x divided by y equal to 10 divided by 3, that is 3.33, which is approximately 4. Since the number of bags does not measured in a decimal form, so the number of bags are 4. Here the dividend is 10, the divisor is 3, and the quotient is 3, and the remainder is 1. And now we're gonna divide the numbers by using the special Vedic methods, namely number splitting method, through the examples. For example, 682, which is divided by 2. Here the dividend is 682 and the divisor is 2. First, we're gonna split the dividend as 6, 8 and 2. Separate each number by half, we get 3, 4 and 1. So, the quotient is 341. And in a similar way, we have to apply for 4-digit numbers. Here, we have to split the numbers as 36, 4 and 8. Again, half that number separately, we get 18, 2 and 4. So, the quotient is 1824. And the third example, which is different from the past two ones, that was 618 is divided by 6. Here again we have to split the numbers, that is 6, 1 and 8. Divide that number by 6 separately. So we get 1. The next separation 1, which is not divided by 6. So we have to put 0, and we have considered the third digit as 18. We get 18 divided by 6 is 3. So the answer is 103. And the next example, 1435 divided by 7. Again we have to split the numbers as 14, 3 and 5. Divide that number each by 7. We get 14 divided by 7 is 2. And 3, which is not divided by 7, so we have to put 0. And we have to consider 35. 35 divided by 7 is 5. So we get the quotient as 205. And in similar way, we have to apply this for 5-digit numbers. So 27,483 is divided by 3. First we gonna split the numbers, that are 27, 48 and 3. Divide that number by 3 separately, we get 27 divided by 3 is 9 and 48 divided by 3 is 16 and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we get the quotient as 9161. In these examples, we note that the dividend is completely divisible by the divisor. And now we're gonna discuss the other techniques in divisions. Depending of divisor, dividend, division in Vedic methods are classified. Here, we're gonna discuss the special technique, that was the 2-digit numbers which are divisible by 9. Here, the first example is the 2-digit number 25, which is divided by 9. And since every 10 contains with 1 9 and 1 leftover, in 25 there are 2 10s. So, it contains 2 9s with 2 leftover. So, the quotient is 2 and the remainder is already 5 is leftover. So, 2 plus 5 is 7. Therefore, the quotient is 2 and the remainder is 7. In a similar way, we have to solve the next example, that is 66, which is divided by 9. Since we know that every 10 contains 1 9 and 1 left over. In 66, there are 6 tens and 6 is left over. So the quotient is 6 in temporary. And in remainder, 6 is already left over, and in 66, the 6 is left over. So 6 plus 6 is 12. In 12, there are only 1 nines. So the quotient is increased by 1. So the quotient in temporary is 6, which is add to 1, we get 7. And the remainder is 12 minus 9, which is 3. So the quotient is 7 and the remainder is 3. In a similar way, we have to solve this problem, that is 68, which is divided by 9. We know that 68 contains 6 tens, which contains 6 nines with 6 left over. So the temporary quotient is 6. And here 8 is already left over, and here 6 is left over. So we get the remainder as 6 plus 8 equal to 14. And in 14, only 1 9 is there. So the quotient is increased by 1. So the quotient will be 6 plus 1 equal to 7. And the remainder equal to 14 minus 9 equal to 5. And in similar way, we have to solve this problem too. That is 59 divided by 9. In 59, there are 5 tens, which contains 5 nines and with 5 left over. So the quotient is temporary, that is 5. And here 9 is already left over and 5 is left over here. So we get the remainder as 5 plus 9 equal to 14. But 14 contains only 1 9. So the quotient will be increased by 1. So the quotient is 5 plus 1 equal to 6 and the remainder equal to 14 minus 9, which is 5. And now we're gonna discuss the specific Vedic method techniques for division, which is Nikilam method. This specific method used for only when the divisor is smaller and closer to the power of 10. And the steps which are involved in the Nikilam methods are: Step 1. Identify how much short the divisor is to the power of 10. In step 2, split the dividend into two parts, that are quotient and remainder. The number of digits considered as the remainder is the same as the number of digits in the divisor. In step 3, multiply the first digit of the quotient with the number obtained from step 1. Add this to the units digit of the quotient part from step 2. In step 4, multiply the number obtained from step 3 with the number from step 1. Add this number to the remainder part from step 2. In step 5, now we check if the remainder is greater than or equal to the divisor. If yes, divide it again and add the new quotient part to the quotient from step 2. The remainder obtained now is the final remainder. Now, we're going to discuss this method elaborately through these examples. Here 144, which is divided by 9. In a normal long division method, we have to divide the number 144 by 9. By using more calculations, at last we get the quotient as 12 and the remainder is 6. But in Vedic mathematics, we have to solve this by instantly. First, we're going to split the digit 144 as quotient and remainder. We get the quotient as 11 and the remainder as 4. Next, to find the first digit of a quotient, put 1 as it is. So we get the quotient as 1. Next, to find the second digit of a quotient, add the quotient and the dividend digit, that is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So we get the second digit of the quotient is 2. So we get the quotient as 12. And next, to find the remainder, add remainder and quotient. We get the second digit of the quotient is 2 and the remainder is 4. So we get 6. So the quotient is 12 and the remainder is 6. In a similar way, we have to solve this example 102, which is divided by 9. Here again we have to split the digits as quotient and remainder. Here the quotient is 10 and the remainder is 2. And to find the first digit of a quotient, put 1 as it is. And we have to find the second digit of the quotient as we have to add the number 1 plus 0, we get 1. And to find the remainder of the number, add that second digit of the quotient to the remainder. So we get 1 plus 2, that is 3. So the quotient is 11 and the remainder is 3. And now we have to solve this problem, that is 618, which is divided by 9. As usual, we have to split the digits as quotient and remainder. We get the quotient as 61 and the remainder is 8. To find the first digit of a quotient, put 6 as it is. And we have to find the second digit of a quotient. We have to add the number 6 to the second digit of the dividend 1. So we get 6 plus 1 equal to 7. And next, to find the remainder, add that second digit of the quotient 7 to the remainder 8. So we get 7 plus 8 equal to 15. But in 15, there are only 1 9. So the quotient will be increased by 1. So the quotient is 67 plus 1, we get 68, and the remainder is 15 minus 9 equal to 6. So the quotient is 68 and the remainder is 6. And in a similar way, we have to solve this problem, 1232, which is divided by 9. As usual, we have to split the number 123 as quotient and 2 as remainder. To find the first digit of a quotient, put 1 as it is. And next, we have to find the second digit of a quotient. Add that quotient 1 to the second digit of the dividend 2. So we get 1 plus 2 equal to 3. And we have to find the third digit of the quotient. Here, the second digit of the quotient is 3. And we have to add this 3 to the third digit of the dividend, that is 3. So we get 3 plus 3 equal to 6. Now we have to find the remainder. So the third digit of the quotient is 6. And we have to add this to the remainder 2. So we get 6 plus 2 equal to 8. So the quotient is 136 and the remainder is 8. In the last problem, we have to solve the 4-digit number which is divided by 9. And this problem, we're going to solve the 5-digit number which is divided by 9. As usual, we have to split the digits as the quotient is 5145 and the remainder is 5. And now to find the first digit of a quotient, put 5 as it is. And to find the second digit of a quotient, add that quotient and the second dividend digit, that is 1. So we get 5 plus 1 equal to 6. And next, to find the third digit of the quotient, add that second digit of the quotient to the third digit of the dividend. We get 6 plus 4 equal to 10. But 10 contains 1 9. So the second digit of a quotient be increased by 1. So 56 plus 1 equal to 57. And next, to find the fourth digit of a quotient, add that quotient and the dividend digit, that is 5. So we get 10 plus 5 equal to 15. So the quotient as 5715. And next, to find the remainder, add that remainder and the quotient. So the fourth digit of the quotient is 15 and the remainder is 5. So 15 plus 5 is 20. In 20, there contains 2 9s. So the quotient is increased by 2. So the quotient will be 5715 plus 2 equal to 5717, and the remainder is less by 18. So 20 minus 18 equal to 2. So the quotient is 5717 and the remainder is 2. And again, we're going to solve the 5-digit number which is divisible by 9. So here we have to split the digits as 6473 as quotient and the remainder is 2. To find the first digit of a quotient, put 6 as it is. To find the second digit of the quotient, that is 6 plus 4 equal to 10. So 10 contains 1 9. So the quotient is increased by 1. So 6 plus 1 equal to 7. And next, we have to find the third digit of a quotient. Add that quotient to the dividend digit, that is 10 plus 7 equal to 17. So the quotient will be 717. And next, we have to find the fourth digit of a quotient. So 17 plus the fourth dividend digit is 3. So we get 17 plus 3 equal to 20. But 20 contains 2 9s, so the quotient is increased by 2. Already the quotient is 717, which is increased by 2. We get 719 and left over 2. And we have to find the remainder. We have to add the 20 plus 2, we get 22. In 22, that contains 2 9s. So the quotient again inserted to 2. So the quotient is 7192 and the remainder is lesser by 18. So 22 minus 18 equal to 4. Therefore the quotient is 7192 and the remainder is 4. And try these problems for your practice. And I hope you all understand about the division techniques by using Vedic mathematics. Thanks for watching.